Hey, Obie. So, as you know, you're one of my favorite people, and I'm very honored to bring you to BizConf
Yeah.
to talk to this
So,
wonderful audience we got coming in. No, I'm not pandering to you guys. I just think that the people that are going to be coming to BizConf are amazing. They're business owners from all over the place, right?
it's I gotta say it's really going to be a great event. I mean the lineup of presenters we have coming and the fact that we're making this an event that's for specifically the kinds of business owners that we're trying to attract. People that are running web shops and design shops and consultancies and that really haven't had an event like this for them at any time. I mean, there's events like Web2 Expo and Web2 Summit, which were specifically for the Web 2.0 kind of crowd and, heavily influenced by the Valley and New York City. But to create an event that's specifically for the kinds of small and mid-sized shops like Hashrocket, I mean, I essentially created this conference for myself. I said, okay, if I was the one going to this conference, who would I want to see? And that's how Jerry Weinberg was, one of the names that came. He's one of my heroes. He's someone that I would really like to hear talking. And actually, when it came down to it, he didn't want to just talk at the audience. He wants to interact with them. um, be able to instruct them one on one, and the chance to get that sort of attention and
Yeah,
workshops in a small group setting is really, I think, invaluable.
totally agree. All right. So, how did you have this brilliant idea to do BizConf? I can say it's brilliant. Come on. All right. All right. So, how did you have this idea for BizConf?
Thanks. The idea's been coming to me for a while. I wanted to initially to get a bunch of Ruby on Rails people together and to make a summit of sorts and have them talk about the business kind of challenges we face, and then the name BizConf came to me and started crystallizing around that. I actually called it Rails BizConf. I sent an email out to the mailing list of the Rails business mailing list, and then I created a survey on my blog, and there was a lot of excitement around that. One of the main questions I asked was, should it be limited just to business owners? And there was a mixed reaction to that, but it seemed like, yeah, it should be limited to, in some way, to mostly business owners, so that would be a true networking event, and so that people could feel comfortable talking about their experiences. And that the price point reflects that, and hopefully it's not too much of a barrier for too many people, but based on the results of the survey that we did, it seemed like it wouldn't be too big a problem for at least half of our respondents, like over 50 people that said that they were willing to pay around $2,000 to come. So, and for that money, we're trying to create an unbelievable experience. I mean, it's at the Ritz-Carlton, which is an insanely nice resort on the beach. Beautiful, beautiful weather here in Florida during the summer. It's not too humid because of the sea breezes. The resort's 5-star, world-class food and accommodations, and you're getting the rooms at 169. So it's a great vacation just to come down and spend a few days before or after plus BizConf. So everything that we're putting together, from the food to the accommodations to the speakers to the experience, the pool party on Friday night. I mean, I think it's fair to call it brilliant.
So, are there any talks that you're most excited about to see yourself? Okay, so assuming that you actually have time to go to some of the talks. Okay.
They're all,
Yeah.
like most of them are just really, really exciting. I'm hoping that I get to go to some of them at least. Learning to Say No by Jerry Weinberg is really important. I mean, he wrote this book, The Secrets of Consulting, which talks about the challenges you face as a consultant. So everything by Jerry Weinberg I'm very, very excited about. I'm also excited about some of the hands-on courses. I mean, we're going to have um, Greg from Rails Envy talking about screencasting and podcasting and helping people actually get set up and helping them do some of their initial screencasting and podcasting and how that adds to it. James Duncan Davidson.
You're an amateur photographer, right?
Yeah, I love photography. I mean, just go look at my Flickr stream and thousands and thousands of photos, and I got good Nikon equipment, and I was so excited when James switched over to Nikon. That was like nice, So I want to talk to him about that. But everyone's gonna have a chance, you know. And if you're into photography and you're watching this and you want to come to BizConf, bring your digital SLR, and you know, bring your lenses, bring your whole kit, your flashes. You're gonna get a hands-on course and from one of the guys who's the greatest name in photography among tech circles. So, you know, just really excited that he's involved with the event and that we're going to get a chance to actually work with him. It was so funny because when I talked to him, I was like, so I got this conference, but it's not that I want you to work it, I want you to actually present at it. So that was a special treat to be able to do that for one of the guys that's really my hero. So Jerry Weinberg, how did you manage to get him to be a part of BizConf? We were doing this book club on the secrets of consulting because it's an essential part of what we do at Hashrocket, and the idea for BizConf came up, and I was like, you know, I'm gonna try to get in contact with Jerry, and you know, nowadays it's pretty easy to find someone's email address, so I sent him an email and got a response back, and was like, so I got this conference. He also has a conference in Arizona, so I found some information about that. And got a phone call, and it's like before you knew it, I was on the phone with him, and actually took a few emails back and forth. I had to convince him that it was worth coming down. He was concerned about the heat in Florida. I was like, no, it's okay. It's right on the beach. It's, you know, it's going to be fine with sea breezes. I can tell you from experience that it's beautiful. And then it was just a matter of figuring out what his involvement would be, and it was so awesome because he's, you know, a well-known figure in consultant circles, and he said, I don't want to just present for my fee, I want to consult you. So he's been an essential part of the team and has helped out with everything that's going on, and we consult him on a regular basis to get his opinion on stuff, and he's definitely a factor in what BizConf became, because initially, you know, if he hadn't gotten involved, I think it would have been more of a traditional conference where people are just presenting and speaking from, you know, from the podium, if you will, and are not engaging the audience as much as they are now, where we, you know, are actually breaking it into little tracks and having small group settings and workshops and interactivity, and you know, there may be some role playing in some cases, and brainstorming and all sorts of activities meant to really engage and create a memorable experience. So a lot of that is due to Jerry. I got to give him credit for that, and you know, it's just all points towards a really amazing event for everyone. I understand that some of the sponsors are giving away free stuff to the attendees. So, you know, it was really important to get good sponsors, and you know, we're still in the process of getting the right sponsors on board, but they're we're like Harvest, for instance, tool we use is a critical part of Hashrocket's business, and it should be a critical tool for pretty much anyone else that does business similar to ours. It's an invoicing tracking tool, and you definitely should check it out. I think it's getharvest.com is the URL. So you're going to be getting, I believe, a year's free service from GetHarvest, including your registration. OneHub, which is an amazing alternative to Microsoft SharePoint, and it's something that you can have in your arsenal for yourself or for your larger clients that, you know, like that sort of thing. There's Pivotal Labs is sponsoring with their Tracker, because Tracker is one of the most amazing tools that you can use, and we use it all the time at Hashrocket. I was like, all right, you guys got to be on board, and you know, there's going to be the talk with Ian, and Randall's presenting from Engine Yard, who's also sponsoring, and you know, I wanted to make sure that the sponsors were relevant to the audience that was going to be attending. So I'm not just going out and getting all sorts of random people, or it's very focused on people that provide value to our core audience. All right, well, it was great interviewing you. It's really the first time that I've ever been able to do something like this, and very cool. Probably even cooler than the other interviews I've been doing for this series. So definitely an honor, and let's do it again. Yeah, I mean, pleasure's all mine, literally.